weird. Oh, that's what I want. I wish I'd moved it. Right, what am I doing? Oh, have I not been muted? I've just been listening to me messing about. Good morning. One day I'll get the hang of it and I'll press all the right buttons in all the right order. So lovely to have you along. Morning to everybody on YouTube. I know Marion's in. And I think people are WhatsApping as well. Morning, Jill. Oh, no problems. Cakes always take priority. Absolutely. Morning, Sir. Oh, sorry to hear about your grandson's bubble popping. At least it's fairly close to the end of the school year, so he's not missing too much time. It's it's very difficult, isn't it? So, right, I'm going to start letting people into Zoom. I've got quite a lot in Zoom today as well, so I'm going to definitely probably click off for a minute while I try and chase my screen round, trying to put myself into a spotlight, because there we go. Right, yeah, there we go. Hi, everybody. Hi, Mario. Hi, Jill. Hi, Anne. Hi, Janet. Hi, Leslie. Hi, Sue. And Sue's grandson. I hope you're well. Oh, yeah, it's there's a bubble collapsed at my Sam's primary, but not Sam's bubble. So I'm hoping we can get through till the end of the week at the very most. Good morning, Penny. Saw some lovely photos of you on Facebook, Penny. You look really well, so it's lovely to see you. Good morning, Peter and Carol. So I've changed the view this morning, more because I feel really, I don't know, I just feel really chilled this morning, and I just thought, oh, Sam as well. Hi, you're welcome. Sorry, I'm just reading a message. Another Sam. Big fan of the name Sam. Hiya, Sam. Welcome along. Hiya, Francis. Welcome along. Yeah, no, I just felt really chilled this morning. And I came across a breathing exercise online, and I really liked it. So we're going to do it sitting down, and it will probably feature very heavily this week. I found it just really calming and really lovely. So and I recorded this a few weeks ago, and then it never really felt right. But this morning, so we're going to do Sacred Ground, which is I think is it Nick Prater or Nakomo? I'm sure it's Prater. It's Nick Prater, and it's beautiful. We're just going to do it in 3 parts, but it's a fabulous little song. And yeah, good morning, Pip. I hope you're well. So I hope everybody had a nice weekend. I did. It was lovely. We just sort of potted, really. That's mostly all you can do, isn't it? So I'm in bed. In a different house, waiting for a new bed. Oh, right, Pip, I got a bit confused there. I was like, bed sitting. I've never heard of this. So, I hope you're well. I hope you're. So yes, I know I had a nice weekend. We didn't get on a boat this week. We can't do that every week. But yeah, no, it was lovely. But just wanted to say a huge thanks. So on a Tuesday night we rehearsed at St Martin's, lovely community, and Martin, who I think we all know really well, said, why don't you apply for their monthly donation that they make from their collection to the George Collin Memorial Fund. So I applied, obviously, I entered late last year before any of this went on. And they accepted the George Collin Memorial Fund, which is, as I say, the charity really close to my heart. And then I thought with everything going on that nothing would come of it, really, because obviously the churches were closed, but they've continued to donate with standing order, which I think is just so kind. And yesterday I went and did a little bit of a talk and collected the cheque. Kim Douglas, who is chairwoman of the charity, is still shielding very, very strictly because of various things. So I did go and see her through a window with the window cracked, and I've got a mask on, but it was lovely to see her. I have spoken to her over lockdown. But the cheque was for £565, which was just, I was like, wow, that's just so amazing. So a huge thanks to everybody at St Martin's, because I know we have a lot of members who are part of St Martin's. And yeah, so it was a nice Sunday, and as with many charities, their normal fundraising has just been absolutely annihilated. I mean, normally with the George Collin, we have a ball every 2 years. Oh, I love it. It's fabulous. I get to wear a ball gown and I love it. But and that raises in excess of about £30,000, which they then use to pay for school nurses and George Collin nurses who work in various healthcare across the West Midlands. So anything is gratefully received at the moment, I think. So it was so I was really really chuffed to go and collect that. So that made my weekend, and then I just did pottery, really. Caught up with family and friends and everything. So we've got a few more people in. We've got Andrew and Julie. Hi, Andrew. Lovely to have you all along. So, just to update on this week, timetable's running the same this week. So on here this morning, I'm up on the Beacon tomorrow morning for yoga. I haven't checked the weather. I'm just going to go for it. Tuesday night, I am in St Martin's. Wednesday, I'm in St Paul's. Now, I've been overbooked for St Paul's, so I'm going to work out what numbers I've got and then work it through from there. And I might have to have a waiting list, and then depending on interest, it might be that we split to 2 sessions at St Paul's. I'm going to have to do a bit of, so this week I might have to disappoint some people, and I'm just so sorry. I don't want to do it, but then at the end of the day, it's about safety and about feeling right in the room. I think I could feel it more than it is, but it's about that balance between I don't want to overfill it and feel uncomfortable. I don't want anyone to feel uncomfortable in there, so bear with me on that one. And then Friday morning, Wednesday afternoon, I'll be back Zooming, and then Friday morning, back at the Arboretum, which again was a joy on Friday. I mean, it really is. It's just the most ridiculous end to the week, isn't it? We freeze. It's freezing cold. And we got totally soaked on Friday. And everybody, I went home and I went, I'm soaked. And they were like, what rain? What rain? I have no idea where this rain was that you were talking about. I was like, I feel like there was just this little rain cloud that was like, I'm just going to come and rain on your parade. And yeah, I was totally soaked. But you know what? It added to the joy of it, didn't it? I just danced in the end, and we all just sang and just let it rip. And there comes a point when you can't get any wetter, isn't there? So you might as well just accept it and just go with it. So it was just another moment of just wonderful memories that we're making. So yeah, so lovely. Morning, Sue Mumford. I hope you're well. No, I'm glad I could share that with you, Carol and Peter. It's lovely. So we're going to stay sitting down today. We're going to be very gentle. We're going to be very relaxed, even though sacred ground is about walking on sacred ground, but we're going to imagine. So we're just going to do a nice roll of the shoulders, get them loosened up. Mine have been a lot better lately, actually. I really tightened up a few weeks ago, but I've managed to work it out, which is good. So to the front, but it really does impact on so much because it just moves up onto your neck and into the jaw, and then headaches. Oh gosh. So yeah, they're really important to focus on. And then just take a nice breath in. And let it out on a sigh. Oh, and again for me. And out again. Oh, lovely. And then once more. And down. Oh, lovely. And I'm going to take a breath in and look over the right shoulder. Really sort of feel that stretch. And then as we come back to the middle, I really want us to open the jaw. Oh, give it a bit of horrible. Give it a bit of a rub. Give it a bit of a soften up. Nice and soft. And then a breath in over the left shoulder. Really feel that stretch again, but I can feel the other side as well. And then back to the middle on the R. And again. Have a bit of a chew with that jaw. Yum. Really sort of soften it up. Lovely. And then take the tongue round one cheek. And the other. And then across the roof of the mouth with a bit of a for me. And again. Lovely. And then do a really for me. Lovely. It's a really nasally sound. Lovely. And then let's do a zzz for me. Zzz. Lovely. And let's do a v. Lovely. And then on a z. Lovely. And then we're just going to do a bit of a breathing exercise. And I loved this. So I want you to imagine that you're standing on a beach, but the sea's behind you. Unusually, we would normally look out across and think, look to the landscape, the horizon. But we're standing with our back to the sea. And when we breathe in, the waves come up and over our feet and take us forward. And we feel as the wave comes over, we fill our bellies up. And then as the wave comes back, retracts back to the sea. I really liked that. So as the wave comes in, past our feet, we in. And as the wave comes out, we let it out. Lovely. And again for me. That on your own breath, that in, out. So as the wave comes in, we breathe in. And as we breathe out, let's just do one more. And out. Isn't that a brilliant way? I think that with breathing exercises, I think you have to find what works for you, and obviously ones that take lots of stuff really works. That way up and through, and you fill up. as the wave comes back down the beach, takes that breath. I think, and the breath is wave, isn't it? If you really sort of feel it, you move through the body and the whole body. Good morning, Mama. Hope you're well. So I just thought that was a really nice, and I think that's something we'll be doing across the week. In a breath. This week we're going to be singing this week today. We're going to be doing Sacred Ground. Here it is. Let me just pop it into YouTube. So it's a really lovely, reflective, nice card, which I thought went well with that. It might be nice if we sort of try and incorporate some of that while we're singing. It starts on the. We'll start on the first part. What am I doing? You won't be able to hear this properly yet, but I'm just a note. So it starts with remember, 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 remember. We are walking on sacred ground. So there's three of us. We are walking on sacred ground. Is that okay? We can all start on that part. It's really, isn't it? So remember, off we go. Remember, 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 remember. Remember, remember, we are walking on sacred ground. Should we try it on the oo? Ooh, 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 ooh. Is that okay? Let's try on an R. No, really. Ah, 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 opening everything, doing that. Right, okay. Let's share sing along with that first part because it's lovely. I'll stay on. Yep, I got the hang of that. Hooray! So let's go to the start. This is Sacred Ground. Remember, 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 remember. We are walking on sacred ground. Sacred ground. We are walking sacred ground. We are walking sacred ground. We are walking on sacred ground. So that's that next part, which is the middle part. So it comes in over the top. It goes, sacred ground. We are walking sacred. We are walking sacred ground. We are walking on sacred ground. Can you not hear me? Ooh, what? It's all gone funny, has it? Ooh. Try. Does that sound a bit better? Better? Keep talking. Yeah? Keep talking and then it's okay. Can you hear me a bit better? I've taken my microphone off. I wonder if it's that. I'll leave that then and I'll Actually, does that sound even better? I feel like, when you have your eyes tested and they put the things in and then they say, is that better? And I think, when I used to have my eyes tested, I'd think, yeah. I need to, is that all right? Perfect. Right. Let's see if we can play that track again then. I'm not sure what's going on with my computer this morning. It might just be the network. Can you hear that? Remember, we are walking on sacred ground. Right, isn't that weird? Right, let me quit that then. Let me quit that. What could be causing these problems? We're on Zoom. Can you hear me okay? Oh, you can hear me okay? That's a weird one. I'm going to listen back. Bear with me. Let me have it. I'm going to... Hang on. So, Zoom, I'm just going to mute you just for a second. Yeah? Keep talking and then it's okay. Can you hear me a bit? Sacred ground. Across that problem before. How weird is that? Right, okay. So, let's try again. She says, full of hope, full of hope, full of hope. We might just have to do it a cappella and you might just have to sing whichever bits we do over the top. So let me put that in again. Is that the one that I've just put in? Right, let's try that again. So I'm going to stop the share and then I'm going to share again. So basic, music, share computer sound, advanced, music computer sound only, share. Right, let's go again. Remember, okay? Remember, 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 remember. We are walking on sacred ground. So weird. I have no idea. Right, we'll give up on iTunes. We'll give up on iTunes today then. We'll just have to do it part by part and then I'll just have to let you a cappella it over the top. Is that all right? So the third part, so the middle part, sacred ground we are walking, sacred ground we are walking, sacred ground we are walking on sacred ground. Is that okay? Then there's a high part. So the high part sort of goes over the top of the two parts. It takes a bit from each. So it goes, remember, we are walking, remember, we are walking, remember, we are walking on sacred ground, remember. We are walking, remember. We are walking, remember. We are walking And those are the 3 parts. Now, when I'm playing the track to myself, it's perfect. Absolutely perfect, which is why it's really weird that you're getting an echo on it. Very strange. I can't work it out.
Remember.
Let's turn that up.
Remember.
So does that one sound okay?
Remember.
This will be the tell.
We are walking on sacred ground. Sacred ground. We are walking. Sacred ground. We are walking. Sacred ground. We are walking. We are walking on sacred ground. Remember. We are walking. Remember. We are walking. Remember. We are walking. We are walking on sacred ground. Remember. We are walking. Remember. We are walking. Remember. We are walking. We are walking on sacred ground. We are walking. Remember. We are walking. Remember. We are walking. We are walking on sacred ground.
Yay! Well, I got round it somehow. I've had to take all the sound settings off, isn't it? So Zoom has sound settings that are supposed to make it sound better. And for some reason, today, they're making it sound terrible. So I don't really know what that's about. So I'll have to have a bit of a play with that. But isn't it the most gorgeous song? I'm very glad I'm sitting down this morning as well, because at least it was one thing I didn't have to think about while I was trying to sort all of the sound out. But it's such a relaxing song. It really is. And and one that will definitely be featuring over all of the events this week, definitely, because it's so lovely. So shall we have a proper warm-up into it, and we have a bit of an ooh in it. Now, when we do an ooh, it's really important that when we do an ooh, it's quite a small ooh. Some people it might be a broad ooh, but it's better to have, and almost imagine that if you kiss the back of your hand, and it's that sort of very pursed ooh, and then you get the most amount of breath control out of that. It just makes really nice and focused, and everybody focuses their oohs together like that. It always sounds much lovelier. So let's have some nice soft shoulders, and a bit of a smile, nice soft jaw. And then if you want to, we can imagine that we're standing on that beat. And as the wave comes in, we take that first breath in. Remember, 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 remember. Remember, remember, we are walking on sacred ground. Sacred ground, we are walking. Sacred ground, we are walking. Sacred ground, we are walking. We are walking on sacred ground. Remember, we are walking. Remember, we are walking. Remember, we are walking. We are walking on sacred ground. So there's the 3 parts after each other. I think what's interesting about this breath technique with it coming away from you and then back is that when I used to do singing for breathing, it was always about sort of controlling that breath out. It's never about the breath in, it's always about that breath out, because the longer the more support you put in, the longer you can get out of your phrases, the better the singing sounds and all of that. And it's about not going remember we are, and collapsing into it. You've got to hold it, you've got to sustain that. And I think that's, but I've only ever taught it from the back, if that makes sense. I've never looked at it coming back, and I think it works really well. I found it really helpful, and I have to say, I think for me, from my personal experience, my breath isn't as good as it was. Some songs I struggle with, which I wouldn't have done before, and I think it's just because it's out of practice and we're not using them, are we? Not doing it as much. So it's always a good thing to sort of get back to it and sort of make sure that you're sort of on top of it.
Can you?
So hang on. So I'm just setting my hi Lois, lovely to have you along. I hope everybody on YouTube has got the sounds okay now. I've had to have a play with it. Right, so shall we do it once more? And as I say, if you want to imagine that that breath coming in is the wave, and then as we're singing, that wave is receding as we're getting all of the sound out. And enjoy, and hopefully this song will work. Fingers crossed. Thank you for bearing with me. It's a good job I've got people on Zoom, isn't it, who are going, no, it worked really well. And then people on YouTube go, no, it's definitely not working here either. It'd be rubbish if I was just doing it to nobody, wouldn't it? And everyone came back and went, what's that? What is going on, Louise? This is terrible. So anyway, let's do it once more. Sacred ground. Nice breath in. Enjoy. I'll just start it. There we go.
Remember, 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 we are walking on sacred ground. Remember, sacred ground, we are walking. Remember,
lovely, and lovely to share that with you, and I hope you feel nice and chilled now. I tell you, I'd be really good at live telly now, I think, wouldn't I? I'd be perfect. The stage could fall down, the lights, I'd just be there going, it's fine, we'll sort it, don't worry. Yes, so I'm glad I did a nice relaxed one this morning, because if it had been a little bit more fiery, I would have been a bit more, what is going on? Anyway, it's lovely, lovely, lovely to share that with you. Looking forward so much to seeing you over the course of the week, whether we be inside, outside, or online. It really always a joy. And as I said on Friday, when we look back, we kept on singing. However, we did it, and I think that's something to be really proud of and hold on to, that we carried on. And yeah, even if it rains on us, and even if Zoom echoes and does funny things with the tracks, we kept on singing and kept on together. So it's lovely. So, well, I hope you all have a lovely week planned, and I look forward to seeing you. If you're waiting on spaces for St Paul's, I will message out either tonight or tomorrow. Just going to juggle my numbers and check who's coming, and then what if you don't get a space this week, I'll make sure that you've got one next week. Thank you, Rebecca. Is it Nakomo? Honestly, Rebecca, what am I like? I looked at it before I come on, and then when I forget. So it's a Nakomo song. Thank you so much, Rebecca. It is lovely, isn't it? It's such a lovely one. I bet you sing it in the woods, don't you, as well? It's a good one. So it's been absolutely lovely. Thank you so much, everybody. Thoroughly enjoyed it this morning once again, and a lovely start to the week. Any questions, any problems, do give me a shout. But if not, then I look forward to seeing you either tomorrow at yoga or St Martin's, St Paul's, or again Zooming on Wednesday afternoon. And I will have a play with my settings and see if I can get that sorted. Anyway, I'm going to say bye to everybody on YouTube. Thank you so much for joining me, everybody. Absolutely lovely, and I will see you soon. Bye.